Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be doing another IKEA hack. So I'm going to be walking you guys through how I transformed this Ivar cabinet by IKEA. This piece is really popular. I've seen it in a lot of YouTube videos and all over Pinterest. So I'm going to show a couple photos right here so you can see kind of what people have done with this before. And then this photo right here, this is my inspiration. I saw this on Instagram and I thought it was really simple but interesting. This person used baking soda with paint to create a textured look. This has been a really popular trend to do, but I've only really seen it done on pottery and ceramics and glassware, never on a piece of furniture. So I really wanted to give that a try. And I really love how it came together, so I'm excited to show this to you guys. So let's get right into it. This is my starting point right here. This cabinet was actually a hand-me-down, so mine was already built and already stained. So the first step for me was just to take this guy apart and get it ready for painting. I use an acrylic-based primer. This is just what I had lying around, but I'll link it down below for you guys. I decided to prime this first just because it already had a dark color on it, and I was hoping in the end I wouldn't need to use as much paint because I only bought a sample size. We'll skip right over the priming part. You guys know the deal. Just painted up every edge that would be showing, including the back. So once it dried, I added my paint to the paint tray. This is from the Bear Marquee collection. The color is called Sandy Clay. I did have some primer left over in the tray, but I didn't mind just adding that to the mixture and lightening it up a bit. When it came time to mix my baking soda and paint mixture, I pre-measured out 1/4 cup of baking soda and added it little by little. Most recipes I found call for a 1/4 cup of baking soda for every 1 cup of paint, and all I had was 1 cup of paint, so little by little I added this in. Once I added it all in, I really wasn't sure about the texture, so little by little I kind of eyeballed it and added a bit more just until I felt the paint was thick enough, almost like a cement texture. I felt that with thicker paint, I might be able to get more coverage out of my small amount of paint that I had. And it went on so nice and so smoothly. I was really happy with the results. I only had to do 1 full heavy coat on each piece. I used a brush instead of a roller just because I thought that the brush strokes would add texture in the same way that it does for lime wash paint. I'll put a link to my lime wash video in case you don't know what that is. You can check it out. I didn't realize when I started painting that there were some holes on the side, so I just went in with wood putty and added a little dab of paint to cover those up. Once it dried, it was time to reassemble my piece and flip it over to put on the legs. You can see here how beautiful that texture came out once it was fully dry. So these are the brackets that came with my legs. I actually bought mine from Pretty Pegs, which were the same ones used in my inspiration photo. This is a company that I was looking at for a long time and I was excited to finally try it out. You can choose which IKEA piece you have and they send you the correct brackets and screws that you need. It's such a simple process. I'll put in a clip right here just to give you a closer look of what these legs look like. At this point, I have felt like I was successful in recreating that piece I saw on Instagram. I just wanted to go a step further and add handles. Once it came time to choose handles, I spent a lot of time trying to decide which I liked best. I had bought 3 different options from IKEA, which I'll put on screen for you guys. And although I loved each handle individually, nothing really was just sitting right. And then I had an idea. I wanted to use whatever I had lying around, and I didn't have any spray paint, but I did have these gold paint pens. So I decided to take one of my handles and just paint the whole thing gold because I really wanted something closer to the color of the brass legs. And I felt that the black was just a little bit too bold and was taking away from the softness of the piece I was making. In the end, these guys turned out a lot better than I thought they would, and with some of the black accidentally shining through, it made them look a little bit more antique or rustic. And when I hold them side by side, there's definitely a color difference, but I felt that the colors were close enough together where it kind of matched. So when it came time to install the handles, I didn't really know what I was doing. I'd never installed a handle like this that needs to be level and even on both sides. So I did my best with measuring inward and downward. Kind of just winged it. Wasn't perfectly straight, but with a lot of time, I was finally able to put the handles in nicely. If you guys have any tips on how I could better measure this out for future projects, I'd love any advice you guys have to offer me. Please comment down below. And the last thing that was left to do was to style the piece. So that was my little IKEA Ivar Cabinet hack. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave me a like if you did. And for more content like this, you can always subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday. See you guys next time.